to our channel. So I'm Kat.
I'm Josh.
So I told you guys we were going to do a Facebook Marketplace video. So this is going to be our Facebook Marketplace video. I have the worst luck with Facebook Marketplace, and he has the best luck with Facebook Marketplace. That's our relationship. I get the people who blow me off, who lie to me, who don't meet us, who tell me they're going to be somewhere, and then we go there and they sell it to somebody else, or they tell me their kid wants to keep the item and then they up the price an hour later and put it back on the marketplace. So I just have the worst luck, but Josh tends to have really good luck. So we were in the Norfolk area yard sailing, and he said, I saw this guy on Facebook Marketplace selling these McDonald's characters, and I'm going to message him because he's got a lot of really cool stuff. And I was like, A lot of the guy's stuff was like misspelled, and I just got creepy vibes from it. And I didn't feel too great about it. But it ended up turning out to be pretty much a home run.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let Josh take over, because this is kind of...
Let me go back. The guy...
This is his thing.
Come to find out, the guy actually had a stroke.
Yeah.
And it kind of messed up his left side, and he's left-handed. So trying to type on a computer, being disabled, I'm sure it's not easy.
Yeah.
But it ended up being...
And he ended up being extremely nice.
Yeah, he was a cool dude.
Yeah.
Like, after we bought the stuff, we probably stayed there for another, 20 or 25 minutes just talking to him and stuff. He was a cool guy. So this was probably the thing that caught my eye first.
And these things are terrifying. If you really look at these things are what nightmares are made out of. Like, they're so creepy.
I ended up finding some other stuff that we're going to show you everything that we picked up. But this was the first thing. They're McDonald Land characters. We got Captain Crook. We got the Hamburglar. And we got Grimace. And they are... they're really weird looking.
Petrifying.
Especially the Grimace. Like... that just looks
terrifying.
Awful.
But I think Hamburglar to me is like the scary one. Look at his face.
Yeah, well.
But I think they're like ceramic or something like that. I don't think these are intended for children. I don't know.
It says ages 6 and up, but
they're terrifying. But what ended up happening with this guy was he explained that he was buying stuff to resell himself. So he was going to thrift stores and stuff like that. So these actually have Ollie's tags on them. So I'm assuming he either got them from Ollie's or he got them at a thrift store. So he said he was going to save them and then later on resell them. But I guess it's been so long, and now that he's disabled, he just doesn't have the manpower, I guess, to physically do it. So he was just trying to offload all this stuff onto Facebook.
His words, if I'm not mistaken, his exact words were, I bought these expecting it to boom. And he said it never did. But
so
upon further review.
Yeah, and I kind of feel bad. So I looked up the comps on all these. Now, I didn't write down the actual comps on these. I wrote down the current lowest listed. Okay, because we tend to undercut the lowest listed on eBay right now. So if we were to list this one today on eBay, the lowest one listed right now is $40 plus shipping. So we would probably list ours at $38 plus shipping, in all honesty. So $38. So that one will list for $38. Now this one does have one listed for $10.
I'm sorry.
This one has one listed for $10, but there's only one listed for $10. The rest are listed for $50. So I would probably hold off listing this one until that $10 one sold, or just list ours for $50 like the rest of them.
Or list ours for $45. So then if one sells, of course they're probably going to buy the $10 one first, but the next one in line is us.
And then the Grimace sells for $75.
If I'm not mistaken, I actually didn't do any of the research. Most of the time, that's like my main thing. Like I research everything before we do these videos, and I'll write everything down. But when I first saw this, I looked these up, and the Grimace one had sold for $75, and I don't remember any of them being listed. Now, when I looked it up, it was about a week ago. So,
but I didn't just scan them. I actually looked them up by like the name of what they are, because a lot of times some of the older products, a lot of people aren't doing the barcodes. They're actually just typing in what it's called. So I actually typed in this Huckleberry Grimace character, McDonald characters, and a bunch of them did pop up. So the lowest one listed was $75. So that's what I did today when I researched all this stuff. But these things are just terrifying. I don't like them. They creep me out a lot. And I didn't even know who Captain Crook was. And I come from a McDonald's family. My dad was a store manager there for like 10 years. So I don't even know who Captain Crook is.
And the crazy part about all that is this lot of 3 cost us $10. And that's how we bought like everything. Everything was in lots, with the exception of
some Barbies.
Some of the Barbies. Some of the Barbies were sold individually, but everything else was lotted up.
Yeah, and altogether, the whole lot cost us $180. I did the math earlier, and individually we paid $3.75 an item. So everything cost us $3.75 that you're seeing today. So you're thinking, so $3.75, and I'm gonna get, a crazy amount for this.
So again, I'm gonna try to find all the stuff that was in this lot. I might miss something, so if I show you something later that went with this lot, I'll just say, hey, this went with this particular lot. This was a part of a Barbie accessory lot. So we got the Barbie bike,
which currently retails for $15.
We got Barbie Fashion Fever.
I'm looking. Currently retails for $30.
We got Barbie Basics, look number 4, Black Label. Shows you what it looked like on the actual Barbie.
Currently retails for $30, which is insane for some Barbie clothes.
And this is the one that actually got me to want to buy this one, just because we actually have this jet ski in our antique booth.
And I paid $25 for that jet ski.
But it's the whole set, still in box.
I want to say the jet ski is $25.
I can't remember if there was another point to that.
I don't know. There's a bunch of little Barbies. I'm assuming they all came with it too.
Yeah. We got like a little Barbie here.
Now that one. I have to edit all this shit out.
We got Barbie Peekaboo Petites.
This one is a good one though. So the Peekaboo, that one retails for $40 right now. Apparently, so if you don't work in retail, you wouldn't know this, but so barcodes, the way barcodes work, sometimes there'll be assortments. So this is an assortment barcode. So that means every single one of these that came in that box has the same barcode, but they're all different in the box. So this was number 71. So apparently number 71 was kind of rare. So he collects Funkos. So
Pops.
Funko Pops. So the same thing with a Funko Pop, like a Chase would be a rare one. This was a rare one. So the only one currently listed on eBay right now is for $40, but it's international and the shipping is like $40. So we listed ours for $40. We could only charge $3 shipping, and someone would buy ours if they needed number 71 for their collection. So there's some little Barbies, like a vampire Barbie and stuff in there too. That's probably part of it.
Nope. Tommy Halloween Party.
Yeah.
A little friend of Kelly, apparently. I don't know what that is, but
he retails for $20. The other little Barbie retails for $10 that you had.
Oh, okay. That's alright.
Yeah, that's up there. But if you look at it, it's got thrift store marker on it, 98 cents. So he bought this from a thrift store for 98 cents. So in his mind, selling that lot to us probably was
if I'm not mistaken, this lot I think was 15.
Yeah.
It was either 10 or 15, but I'm pretty sure it was 15.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like, spending $375 on something like this was a little high.
But spending $375 on something like this was.
But when you see some of the other stuff that we got and the value of it, you'll understand why $375 is completely fine with us. Like,
what's crazy is this stuff is still, now granted, like this one, the plastic is, I don't know how well y'all can see it, but it's coming off. We might actually be able to just get some glue. Well, I mean, it's tape.
It'll be fine.
It's fine. We'll sell it as is.
And one of the important things about buys like this is Q4 is happening, or it's just started, or it's about to start. There's a mosquito.
I know, that's why I hit your face earlier.
I know, it bit my face. Q4 is happening, or about to start happening. I don't know what the exact date of Q4 is, but Q4 is very, very important to every business. Q4, if you don't know retail, is basically where you make all your money for the year. It's where you make most of your money. So a buy like this for us is vital to our business, because when you hear the end number, because we're not going to tell you what the number is until the very end, when you hear how much we're going to take our $180 and turn it into, hopefully, you're going to understand, because this wouldn't have happened if he hadn't been on the Facebook Marketplace just browsing along. And this was out there, and this guy had this listed for a very long time.
Yeah.
And because no one wanted to message him, because maybe the misspellings in the post, his pictures were really bad, basically no one wanted to give this guy a chance. They missed out on this incredible buy, but we didn't. This one mosquito.
Alright. You want to hop into this, or you want me to dig in there?
Keep doing it.
Alright. Another thing, if you've watched any of our videos, you probably know I'm a big Star Wars fan. And he actually had 2 lots of Star Wars. And when he went to go look for them, he could only find 1. But I'm fairly certain that both lots were in the same box. And he didn't know it. And I didn't know it.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't, like, sit there and open everything up. I'd open up the box, I'd pull, like, 1 or 2 out. Because he was actually really organized.
Yeah, everything came pre-boxed. He
like
just brought us the box and
he'd
went,
have
here
like
you go.
a Dell computer box, and that would be like, that's what this was in. And all his Barbies, like, I'd show him the picture of what I was looking for, and he'd bring the box out for that whole post. So, we didn't know that we were getting all this, but there's Palpatine.
No, it's 3 of these.
It's 3 of those?
Yeah, it's 3 of the same ones. They're in there somewhere.
Anakin. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
So these only retail for $5 each. And these are one of those things that we could either throw in our antique booth, because we do sell toys in our antique booth. We're probably going to do a video next week on our antique booth when we get our first official check from our antique booth, to tell you guys how we did on our first month and show you guys some pictures. I might do a little video clip montage thing of our antique booth. But we do sell toys in our antique booth, and they don't have to be antiques. But where the price point is so low on these might be something we throw in there and put $6, $7 a piece on. Or we could lot these up and sell it as a lot, but these
on
only
eBay,
sell for
we
$5.
could sell all 3 of them together on eBay.
Yeah. It's just one of those things. That would be like a Josh call.
I'll probably...
He does a lot of the listing now.
I'll probably end up putting them in the booth. Just
They look
because, it's Star Wars, and
it draws people in.
I don't have like, well, you'll see our booth. We'll take some footage in there, and when you see it, I don't have like a whole lot of stuff like this.
But
like I got a few pops in there. We got some Lord of the Rings.
We got some Star Wars
figures,
stuff, video games.
but we don't have like
action figures
like
and
this.
Stuff.
And this is something I've been looking for.
Yes.
To put in the booth. Like, I bought a Buzz Lightyear action figure, and it's like missing part of its shoe and stuff like that. Just stuff I didn't pay attention to because I was just so excited to finally get like action figures in the booth.
But stuff like this draws people in to your booth, and then they start looking at everything else you have, and maybe they'll spend more money in your booth. So
These figures are awesome. These actually come with a
sound chip or
chip
something?
that you put in, and the figures can actually talk. So we got Darth Maul.
There should be 2 Darth Mauls. They're different.
We got Queen Amidala. We got Obi-Wan. We got Mace Windu.
There should be 2 Mace Windus. And 2 Obi-Wan Kenobis.
Darth Sidious, aka Emperor Palpatine. We got Qui-Gon Jinn. We got another Mace Windu. Boss Nass. That's awesome. With his Gungan staff. If you watch Star Wars, that's the same race of people as Jar Jar Binks.
He's like the fat version.
He's not Jar Jar Binks. He's just in that tribe.
I said he's like a fat version of Jar Jar Binks.
We got another Obi-Wan. And Darth Maul with his double-sided lightsaber.
So these range from $5 to $8. They range. So these are another item that, you know, depending... The thing I didn't like about these is a lot of these on eBay were free shipping. So they don't hold a ton of value, but these are another great thing. Our antique booth has pegboard. So, you know, we could just buy peg hooks. Well, we have peg hooks. We bought a bunch of peg hooks, but we could literally do like a whole little like Star Wars corner if you wanted to.
And if we got like a whole bunch of stuff to put in the booth, we got some of the longer peg hooks that we could just put these up here and just let them look at it just like they were in a toy store.
And like I said, they range in price from $5 to $8. So, you know, we could price some of the lower end ones at $8 a piece, and they wouldn't probably think anything of that, you know, if they were all $8. Because if I went to an antique booth and they were $5 to $8, I'd be like, well, why is this one $5 and this one $8? I wouldn't think anything of it if they were all $8. And I know when I go shopping, if I'm looking for stuff for him, and I know, well, this one's his favorite character, I'm going to buy his favorite character. I don't care if it's $8, I'm going to buy it because I know he likes it, so.
And for that whole lot, that was also $10.
But it had some other ones.
And I'm going to be totally honest with you. I'd keep them. Like,
there's an Anakin in there.
They don't absolutely have to even
He's big.
Go in the booth, but...
So this Anakin was also in that lot, and he made it worth everything. He's worth $35. So, and he's awesome.
That's like so an amazing figure.
So much rage in that face.
Yes, it is.
It's an awesome action figure.
It is a thing of beauty. I'll let you show y'all the back. I like to get my hands on that Darth Vader down there. That figure looks amazing too.
I mean, the box is a little damaged, but the figure itself is awesome.
It is.
He's a pretty one. So yeah, he retails for about $35 right now.
I mean, you figure this man's had this, Lord knows how long. I mean, this figure came out
2002.
in 2002.
Yeah.
So, again, that whole lot was $10.
Oh, and that one's with it, isn't it?
And this is also with it.
So, there's a funny thing about this. So, there's only 2 of these currently listed on eBay. Okay.
They're micro machines. It's called the Mist Hunter.
So, we have... Okay, I'm going to say there's a antique mall in Virginia Beach that just happens to be the whole top is a toy store. It's called Toy Meisters. They just happen to have an eBay store, and I didn't know that until I looked this up today. So they're the low ballers on eBay right now. So there's 2 of these on eBay. One of them's for $50 and one of them's for $30. Toy Meisters is the $30 one. So, yeah. But Toy Meisters is really awesome if you're ever in the Virginia Beach area and you really want to see something cool.
Man.
It's a little sketchy. Like, you have to go upstairs and the floor creaks and you might feel like you're going to die. But totally
But once
worth
you
it.
get up there,
Totally worth it.
They got some of the, especially if you're a Star Wars fan.
Or Ninja Turtles, Pokemon.
Yeah, they got all that. But if you're a Star Wars fan, they got like a vast area of nothing but Star Wars. Like when you first walk up them stairs, like that whole
really cool.
that whole area is nothing but Star Wars. They got Star Wars toys from like the 70s. Like it's
pretty cool.
legit.
Man. So I think I wrote down 30 for us for that, just because we undercut the lowest person, but I just thought it was funny that we actually been there a bunch of times. So, and they buy stuff too, so that's pretty cool.
Okay, this lot that I'm getting ready to pull out was called the Hercules lot. And when I saw it on there, it was from like the TV show.
So this one ended up being the most valuable one out of that lot. He sells for $20.
We got Atlanta.
Yeah, she sells for 10. This one sells for 10.
But in that Hercules lot, we also got Elektra from X-Men.
Which only sells for about 5, but again, that'd be a great addition to the booth.
Yeah, I'd love to put stuff like this in the booth.
Yeah. So.
We got... Technically, it is
Hercules.
It is Hercules, but
and this made me mad, so...
It's Disney Hercules, so we got Hades.
So when I first looked this up, there were none on eBay, but apparently this line of toys was kind of rare. So the Pegasus from this line was selling for about $190, and I want to say Zeus was selling for about $100. So all these toys were selling really, really high. Well, somebody recently just threw this Hades up there for about $15, when all the other ones are listed for over $100. Please don't be that person.
So what we're probably going to end up doing is
waiting
it out, letting that one sell for $15.
Yeah.
And then we'll throw ours up.
For $50, $60, because, yeah.
We got these, and I'm not going to lie, I don't know what it is.
They only sell for about $10, so.
A piece?
Yeah.
There we go.
I don't know what they are either. I've never heard of this.
From a cartoon, but...
The Secret Saturdays?
I don't know what it is. I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
And this was probably my favorite piece. From this lot, I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not the big money makers, but those Star Wars figures are speaking to my soul right now. But when he first put the box up there, and he said Hercules set, they were all face down, so you couldn't see anything. The first thing I pulled out was this, and it is He-Man from Masters of the Universe. It's Jungle Attack He-Man. And that's just a beautiful figure.
So this sells for about $15. So not too much, but again.
But once this hits eBay, that's going to sell. We won't hold on to this for no time. It does got staples and stuff in it.
Somebody had it, like, probably on their wall.
Put it on their wall. But...
Man cave or something.
It still is in box. It's still sealed. All the accessories, the little knives and the daggers and the arrows and stuff. So this is going to sell immediately. As soon as we put that up, that'll probably be gone within...
But, like, stuff like this will go in our booth. And it still has a Goodwill sticker on it, which kind of makes me laugh. And he, like, blacked out the price. Like, okay, bro. Like, I wouldn't have got mad. If you paid 99 cents for this, I'm still going to buy it. Like, that's okay, you know? But when we were there, I was scrolling through his sales post because I hadn't really looked at it too much. I just kind of glanced at it. I knew Josh wanted the Star Wars stuff and he wanted the Hercules stuff. And I told him, I was like, you know, he's selling Barbies too. And
the Barbie accessories. I saw the Barbie accessories. I saw that. And I actually saw some of these Barbies. Now, the ones that are going to come up in a few minutes that we're going to tell y'all about, I did not see those. It's not that I didn't see them. It's just that we had a bunch of Barbies from our
previous
haul that we showed y'all in a video, but some of them I just couldn't resist. And then she found some other ones.
So I've always loved Barbies. Like, Barbies used to be my jam back in the day. Like, I love Barbies. And I never, like, I got new Barbies, but I used to get a lot of, like...
Look at that figure, man. Like...
I used to get a lot of Barbies from yard sales and stuff, so... I would have died if I had gotten some of these Barbies, though, when I was younger. Well, when I was scrolling through, I was trying to be inconspicuous in this man's house and look up some of the stuff on eBay, like, while he was in the other room. And Josh just so happened to tell me that he wanted a couple things. So he had mentioned he wanted this Alice in Wonderland doll. So I was like, okay, like, we'll get that. And when he told me it was $10, I was like, ugh, we're really going to pay $10 for that. But
I had already looked it up.
So the lowest one right now on eBay is $85. So $10 to $85, we'll take that all day. I'm like, okay, I got you on that. So, yeah, not bad, you know. That's not a bad one. You can sit on the floor so you can keep rotating them. And then I had mentioned this Flintstone one because, you know, I've never seen this before and I thought this was super cool. So the lowest one of this one right now is going for $80.
And I can tell you right now, had I seen this, I would have gotten this one for sure.
Yeah.
I know some stuff about the Flintstones. My mom is like, that's like her favorite cartoon of all time. And I know how well Flintstones collectibles can get. Had I seen this, it would have been a no-brainer for me.
Yeah.
But I didn't. She did. So she wins that one.
But this Spice Girl, the Brat, and then the two Cheetah Girls and the Joey doll. So these all were only $5 a piece. Now, the Spice Girl doll, she doesn't sell for very much. She sells for about $10, but I think I'm going to put her in my booth. The Bratz doll is actually pretty cool. She is missing her lip gloss, I found out. So I'm assuming somebody, like, opened it and took her lip gloss out. But, so, Bratz dolls are super popular, and they're really hard to find in the box right now. So this is Yasmin, and she's from 2006, I think I looked it up, or 2001. I can't remember. But she's going for about $60 out of the box. So we have her in the box, and we have her accessories, like her little hairbrush is in there. It's just not attached anymore. But like I said, she was supposed to have a lip gloss. But out of the box, she sells for about $60. So I'm hoping that maybe we can get about $80 in the box. I'm going to try. And then these Cheetah Girl dolls. Now, I didn't watch Cheetah Girls, but I just knew who, like, I know who Raven-Symoné is, and that's who this is, you know, the actress. So she goes for, what does she go for? So they both go for $40 right now, which I think is insane.
A piece.
A piece, yeah.
40 a piece.
A piece. So, yeah. Crazy. And like I said, we only paid $5 a piece for these. And then this Joey doll doesn't go for very much. I want to say he goes for like $12, but he's going in the booth because iconic. I mean, it's Joey Lawrence. Like, I didn't watch Blossom, but you know, somebody's gonna be walking around our antique mall and go, "Is that Joey? I need that in my life." Just like they're gonna go, same thing about that Spice Girl doll, because he's got like all his accessories and stuff. He has like a little ring on. That's too much for me.
This is one of the Barbies that I actually had looked up prior to even messaging this man. It is Merlia, I think is how you pronounce it.
Maybe.
What's kind of crazy though is when I looked this up, like I said, this was about a week ago when I looked it up. When I looked it up, the one in this package that looked just like this sold for $99.99. Okay, so it went for $100. But they got other versions of this doll in different boxes that sell for $10 and $15. So I double checked, I triple checked to make sure that this is the exact one that I saw that was for $100.
Today when I looked it up, there's like 3 of them on eBay right now. There's a low one about $60, but all the other ones are over $100. So one of the last ones sold for over $100, so for $149. But apparently there's like a different version with like different belly tattoos and different colored skirts. So I don't know if it was like a regional thing, like maybe different factories had like a different version of her. And some of them have a different colored dolphin. But the exact one we have is selling for about $100 right now. So I don't know if, like, her belly tattoo changes. Like, maybe, like, with the color of, like, the temperature of the water or something. I know I used to have a Barbie that her hair color changed with the temperature of the water and stuff. So, yeah, it says on the back, cool color changes in water, hair, and body art. So I'm assuming it's something like that. But it has to do with a certain Barbie movie, and usually what happens is, you know, your kid really falls in love with that movie on Netflix or something like that, and they just have to have that doll, and Christmas is coming, and all they want is that doll. And what are you going to do? You're going to go to eBay, and you're going to buy that doll from me. That's what's going to happen. So, there it is. Craziness. Now, the Wizard of Oz dolls, are some of the dolls that Josh picked out. These things are creepy as hell. I was looking at these earlier. Wizard of Oz already creeps me out anyway. These, did you look at them? Look at them.
I mean,
No, look at him.
it looks like a doll to me.
Creepy AF. Creepy.
Full disclosure, I absolutely hate this movie.
Sorry, Fallon.
I had to watch this movie like every single night when I was younger because my sister had to watch it to go to bed. So I hate this freaking movie with a passion. But if you got Wizard of Oz written on something, chances are it's worth a couple dollars.
Yeah.
And this is no different. It's the same deal. We got Tin Man and the Wicked Witch.
$65 each is what they're
65
going
each.
for. And these are actually from the musical, I think. And I think they the original music from the movie. It says push here. Does it still work? I don't think it still works. No, they don't work anymore.
Oh, just some dead batteries. God,
Yeah.
when did
But
these
they're
come out?
actually Barbie branded. So that probably adds to the value there, and they're
2008.
pink labeled. So yeah, they're 12 years old, so the batteries are probably dead. But I don't know. I just think these are creepy. I don't like these at all. I always thought the Wizard of Oz was creepy anyway, but these just took it to another level for me. The rest of the Barbies are the ones I saw. Now, I only saw one. The one on the floor. So, I saw this one, and when I looked it up, I was like, I want them all. And he was like, you sure you want them all? And I was like, yep, I want them all. I don't even care. So, this is called Peaches and Cream. So, the one currently on eBay is for $150. I don't know why. So what these were they were Barbie collector edition dolls that they re-came out with them. So this is the 1985 Barbie, and this is like the redone version of her. So it's like a replica of her again. I don't know where this guy got these from, but when he posted the picture of them, this is one of the only ones I saw. I saw like this one and maybe two more, so I thought he was going to bring out 3 dolls. Yeah, he didn't bring out 3 dolls. He brought out a stack. And I was like, oh no, like what have we gotten ourselves into? But then it ended up being okay. Because that one retails for $150. And she's actually like super pretty. Like really 80s, like that's an 80s dress, and like that's 1985. That's definitely 1985.
Yeah.
And I think that is so cool. Like super cool. So $150 for that one. Pull out the lime green one next. So these are 1986 Barbie rockers.
He actually had 2 of them.
Yeah.
They're both the
So these retail for $70 a piece, and we have 2 of them. So $140 for those 2. And then pull out the next, the Doris Day one. That one. This is Doris Day and Rock Hudson. Don't know who they are.
Jesus Christ.
No idea who these people are. Don't know what Pillow Talk is. No clue. Who are they?
They're actors.
I mean, clearly they're actors, but I don't know who they are.
I mean, Rock Hudson's like a legend.
From what? This is 1959. How am I supposed to know who that is?
Yeah, like they didn't make movies in 1959.
I mean, but how am I supposed to know? I was born in 1989.
Okay, well, these people don't really care about who Rock Hudson is. So let's give them estimated
$90.
$90.
$90 all day long. And then, which one is this? Is this Malibu?
64.
1964. This one's $75, but ours is a little beat up, so I'll probably price this on a little bit of the lower end. But I love this Barbie. Like, if you guys can, like, really see this Barbie, she's, like, one of the original. If not, she's the original. I don't know. I was trying to read the back kind of fast. She's probably, like, what the original Barbie was when it first came out. I just love this Barbie so much. And then the other one should be the 1971 Malibu Barbie.
I actually got two of them.
And I love this one too so much. Like, look at this doll. I want to keep these so bad. Like, they're just so pretty. These two retail for $75 a piece, and we have two of them. I just think that's insane. So we ended up with all of these items. I don't know if I wrote down how many items it was. It was 48 items altogether at $375 an item. So $180 altogether. So that's not too bad. And I mean, it took us, what, maybe 30 minutes of our lives?
Yeah.
And we were already in the area because we were yard selling. We went to a church sale, so we were already there.
Yeah, literally, Kat was like, oh my God, we got to go all the way out here to pick this up. And when we put it in GPS, we were
5 minutes away.
It might have been 5 minutes away. So
it wasn't too bad.
No.
So, let's see. You want to tell them how much?
No. You did all the work, you do it.
So, we spent $180 on all of this stuff. And
potentially,
we could make $1,748 from all this stuff. Now, that's not counting fees and shipping and, you know, all that good stuff, but we charge shipping.
We don't very, very, very rarely do we put something up with free shipping.
So
it's a mistake normally when it happens. So.
Yeah. It's usually a mistake. So I think what actually I'm gonna do is I think I saved like this actual like thing to my computer. You clearly can see it. I think I'm actually gonna like try and document this Facebook Marketplace thing. I've actually seen a couple like eBay people on here do that. Like they call it something like a Commonwealth Picker. He usually names his hauls. You know, like he had, what was it called, like Plushapalooza or something like that. Like, you know. So I'm thinking we're just gonna call this our Facebook Marketplace haul. You know. And
man, we gotta come up with a better name.
What are we supposed to call this?
I don't know. We got a bunch of Star Wars figures. We got a bunch of Barbie figures. I mean, you can figure something better than Facebook Marketplace haul.
I don't feel like I've got creative juices like that. We should just ask Mike to name this. So, Mike, if you're watching this,
when you watch this, Mike,
name this haul for us, because he came up with our channel name. So. He's like our go-to person for like creative names. So I think we're just gonna document and see if we can really turn this $180 into $1,800. Because I think it's feasible. Because like I said, some of this stuff I priced it on the lower end.
And one thing we do is we always make our list, our post or best offer.
Yeah.
So even if we are the lowest price one, we'll just say, what was this one? $75.
Something like that.
We might put this up for like $74.99 or best offer. And if someone offered us $70, $69, you know, we're probably gonna sell it. So
yeah.
So we might not hit $1,800, but if we can get
$1,500,
like,
because like my thought was, we're gonna spend $180 and we're gonna make $500. Like, this is gonna suck. You know, I was telling my parents about it and I was like, yeah, Josh bought these creepy McDonald's things, you know. But then, like, as I started doing the research on it, I was like, we're gonna make bank on this. This is like a home run for us.
I really wanted, he had a Simpsons figurine set, but apparently his roommate
was like a thief.
So.
Yeah. Which happens.
So we didn't get both Star Wars lots. He did have a couple extra things in the Star Wars lot, but it wasn't the full other set that I was looking for. And he didn't have the Simpsons. And he actually did have some like smaller toys that we didn't buy that when I messaged him, I was gonna get until he pulled this stuff out. Like,
but he did post last week some new stuff.
he did. He posted some new stuff.
And we're probably gonna be back over there this weekend.
Maybe.
There's a bunch of community yard sales this weekend.
The Facebook Marketplace, guys, it can be hit or miss.
Yeah.
It just so happens that normally when I message someone, I hit. Like,
yeah, like yesterday he bought, what, was it an Xbox
I
and
bought
a Wii?
an Xbox with, it was the original Xbox. It had all its wires. I can't remember how many controllers it had. I think it had 4 or 5 games. And a Wii with all kinds of controllers, all kinds of accessories. I think that had 7 games, and I paid a total of $55. Like, I bought an original PlayStation 1 for $9.
Yeah.
I bought a Sega Dreamcast with a bunch of games, with 4 or 5 controllers for $50. I bought a complete Rock Band 2 set for the PS2. Two guitars, the mic, the drums, the game. It had the dongles. The dongles is what you plug into the station that lets you read the guitar when you're playing it. And those by themselves go for like between $50 and $75 a piece. They even came with those. And for that whole set, I paid $25. Like, I've had really good luck on the marketplace.
Me, not so much.
I've had really good luck.
I don't know what it is about me.
No one's flaked out on me, but
I just end up with those people who, I don't know, they just don't, they're just not serious for some reason. Like, I had one that, he was selling an original Xbox and, like, I don't know, 20, 30 games. We set a time, we set a place. I got ready to leave work with him. I was like, let me message him right before we leave work, because it was an hour drive for us. And he's like, oh, I already sold it. I was like, what? What do you mean you already sold it? Like, we're supposed to meet in an hour. What do you mean you already sold it? And then he's like, what? And you know, like, I'm one of those people, like, I get a little angry, you know, so I'm like, hold on. And then I just start typing away, and I'm like, what do you mean you already sold it? Like, why wouldn't you tell me that 6 hours ago, like, when you sold it? And then the woman, it was an Xbox 360 with a bunch of games for $25. We had to drive an hour out of the way. We get an hour out of the way, meet at the gas station, go to check my phone. She's like, oh, never mind, my son wants to keep it. What? And then we're at a restaurant eating lunch, and he's on the marketplace, and he's like, what was that woman's name? And I told her name, and he's like, yeah, she just reposted the games for $100 instead of $25. So I messaged her, and she was like, well, I called GameStop, and they told me I could get a lot of money for the games. You lie, because you had garbage games anyway, and GameStop's not going to tell you can get a lot of money for your games. GameStop's going to give you 50 cents. What are you talking about? Like, you're lying right now. Your son probably was like, Mom, why are you selling my crap? And you probably were like, oh, I could probably get a little bit more money than that. But you knew we had driven an hour out of the way for it. If you wanted more money, you should have asked for more money to begin with.
And I weren't like as mad as she got. It was a little upsetting that, you know, you could have messaged me back like a couple hours, because when we made the deal, it was like 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah, because we were going to Salvation Army.
And we didn't meet until 12. Like, maybe you could have let me know something at 10:30.
Yeah.
11 o'clock. Like,
just don't lie. Like, if you're going to sell stuff on the marketplace, don't lie to people. Don't make up lies like, oh, my son changed his mind, or, oh, GameStop told me I could make more money. Like, don't lie. Just be honest. And if you do sell on the marketplace and you sell the item, take your ad down. I messaged somebody yesterday over a DS Lite that was like $25 with Mario Kart. I don't know if you saw it. But it's $25, and I was like, well, let me message him. That's pretty cool. That game sells for like $15, and the DS sells for $50. He's like, oh, I sold that 2 days ago. Well, your ad's only a day old, so how'd you sell that 2 days ago? And I was like, why is your ad still up if you already sold it? Oh, I haven't taken it down yet. Hit the sold button. It's real easy, y'all. Like, just do better.
But I bought quite a bit of stuff off the marketplace.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff we've already sold.
Yeah.
Like the Ariel doll.
Yeah, that was in another video.
In the other video.
I think we paid $3 for it. And we sold it for like $36.
Yeah.
Overseas. That's pretty cool.
So I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
He's good at the marketplace.
I stay on that marketplace. I stay on top of it. Whenever I go somewhere, I switch the locations and everything. So if I go to Virginia Beach or Hampton, I make sure I slide it over that way. When I get back home, I cover it up north into Maryland. So I'm on it all the time. So
it's a good resource. I will say that. Like it opens up, because we do have like trash and treasure pages and like, you know, buy and sell pages, and a lot of times they'll be flooded with like you know, like Mary Kay and Avon and like those type of people selling stuff, you know, like people who are selling their leggings and things like that. A lot of times those pages are flooded with like things like that. So it's kind of hard to find like the good stuff. And a lot of times there's a lot of resellers. Like, I don't know if you saw the one on the marketplace, but it was a guy with a bunch of switches. He was looking to trade.
Yeah, I did see
and
it.
I was like, oh, that's such a good idea, though, because
I've thought about
Retro Rick? Somebody did that.
Nah, it's the guy's name is Chase After the Right Price.
That's the one.
Chase After the Right Price.
Such a good idea.
I think he lives in Ohio, and he goes and buys like Nintendo Switches and Nintendo Switch lights
and trades
them. And God, man,
he gets the great stuff.
If you like video games at all, you need to really check him out. The ones you said before, Retro Rick, he's really awesome too, and Tendo, he's really awesome. But the guy Chase, some of the deals he makes for these Nintendo Switches is just insane.
He'll trade like a $400 Switch for like $1,000 worth of old school video games.
He got like a whole like trunk full of video game stuff for one of his Switch lights.
Yeah, and it's just people who would rather have the Switch light for their kid instead of all their old school video games.
The Switch during all this that's been going on in the world, it really they were hard to find. They were hard to come by.
Now, not so much.
Now they're starting to come back, but people are still trading like astronomical amounts of really good stuff for something you could probably just go to Walmart and buy.
And really, that's probably going to be like the PS5s and the new Xbox. That's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, you'll start seeing like the marketplace will be flooded with that. eBay will be flooded with that stuff.
Like, it's definitely going to
people buying it for $500, trying to flip it for an easy $800, $900, just trying to make some easy money because it's gonna sell. Because the pre-orders are gone already for like the PS5.
And you're gonna have to wait in line.
Yeah,
like, it's gonna be a thing. So, but don't be afraid of the Facebook Marketplace, even if you're like me and you have awful experiences.
If you have a couple bad experiences, I mean,
you might have a killer experience. Like
chalk it up to the price of doing business. I mean, how many times do you go into a grocery store and they don't have what you want? I mean, you're not just gonna stop going there because today they didn't have what you want. Just keep going at it. Right?
I think that's it for today.
All right, guys, stay safe out there.